Well, money is also being spoken about outside this courtroom. The declining value of India's rupee, the reverberations of that story are being felt here in the US, and it's causing worry for some and a windfall for others. Graduate students at New York University, Gaurav and Pravesh, are preoccupied with more than just studies. They're worried about the sliding value of the rupee against the dollar.
For this semester alone, I have to pay like $380 additional over what my usual fees would have been if the rate was $50. So
per subject.
Right. So what I'm looking for right now is alternate ways to pay my fees instead of asking money from my parents.
Last week, the rupee slumped to a record closing low of 56.37 against the dollar.
I took money at 46 when I initially came in here, and then it is now 54. So it is kind of difficult. $9 is like 9 rupees per dollar is too much. It's like you can say one-fifth of my money. Entire fees has gone up, and not just fees. It goes in my rent and my living expenses everywhere. So it is costly, yes.
But a few blocks away in Midtown Manhattan, the story has a different ending for 28-year-old Ashish Reddy, who works at an investment bank. Ashish is watching the exchange rate, for it's an opportunity to cash in.
I think it's a good time for NRIs to invest. We will be boosting India's foreign reserves in some way or the other. And it's a good time that I have bought a couple of apartments back home, and I need to pay the mortgages. So it's a good time that I can send money home to my family.
Similarly, at a tech startup in the West Village, which has offices in London and India, the flailing rupee also presents a windfall.
The good idea, or the good thing for us is we also work with other vendors and other partners in India. For example, we just signed a deal recently with a large telecom operator, and we were like, hey, why did we sign it in dollars? We should have just signed that in rupees. But obviously can't go back in time. But I think overall, we are pretty excited about the whole idea of getting more for the buck.
Until 10 or 15 years ago, an education in the US, without a scholarship at least, was a luxury only for the super rich. Now it's something even the upper middle class aspire to. A holiday abroad certainly was accessible only to few Indians. Now the middle class are going on foreign trips. Of course, this also means that Indian exports are getting more expensive, and we're constantly hearing reports of IT and outsourcing firms in India losing their competitive edge for this reason. So perhaps an adjustment was only to be expected. In New York, Sarah Jacob, NDTV. Well, the government is trying to intervene. The RBI is trying to use its dollar reserves to buy rupees, but reserves are limited. Foreign demand is low because of the economic recession. Foreign investment is weak because of a lack of confidence in the government's policies, and import bills are high because of the price of oil. So it's not an easy crisis to get out of.
Do you have the NDTV Profit app? All the markets, all the news, and your own homemade, ready-made portfolio available there for you.
We will right now answer what you should sell, what you should buy when markets are down.
Download at ndtvprofit.com/apps. Get the best app from the channel you trust.